Hi, welcome to Foxfire Tarot. I'm going to be doing Sagittarius, Capricorn for the month of April. So I'm going to go ahead and cut the deck, see what's in store for all the Capris out there. My Capris. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and start shuffling these up. I find it's too dark. Too dark? Oh, that's too bright. Oh, that's good. I like this one. Okay. Been in the sun all damn day for the last 4 days, and I'm loving it. This weather is really nice to see and experience and be in, so I'm sorry I didn't get these videos up as fast as I would have liked to the first week or so of April, but with a long weekend and all that jazz. So they'll be up tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Canada time, Atlantic time. So don't forget to set your reminders on your YouTube notifications. Just check all, and then you'll get them. Okay. Okay, so a couple cards flew out, and it was the Star in the reverse and the Moon in the reverse. So those are your two cards that popped out for you, Capricorn, right off the jump, in your desires and wants position. So we're going to go ahead and keep those, and hopefully the third card will pop its head out here shortly. There it is. Okay, so I don't know if it's up or down because it came like this, so I'm just going to read it both ways. All right. And then we have the so that was the 7 of coins. Now we have the 9 of cups. The Devil in reverse, that's good. This is your current energy, presently. Oh, okay, excellent. This is looking good for you, Capricorn. Okay. So the overall reading of the energy is the King of Wands, okay, in the upright position, which is good. It's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. So currently what's happening here with the Star and the Moon in reverse side by side, you are secretly going through some changes. Maybe physically, maybe mentally, also emotionally. And I feel that you are looking for a new beginning, but there's a little bit of hesitation there. Okay, so you're currently wanting to get past that. You also have the Moon in the reverse, which talks about like not being deceived, not being, confused. The fog is kind of clearing. And then you have the 7 of Pentacles, which is basically like working very hard to get your rewards, right? So you're the fruits of your labor, right? So I feel like a lot of you Capricorns out there have put a lot of work in to make this transition, or wanting to have the transition take place. So for some of you out there, I feel like there's some hesitation with that because change is difficult. Maybe some of you are far away and, missing your better half or family or friends or whatnot. And then for some of you also out there, I feel like, there's a transition happening that you don't want to have happen at all. And also some of you out there who are really looking forward to this new beginning, with the fog being, lifted from your eyes and seeing things for clearly what they are. After a new moon, all things start fresh, right? So a cycle, coming through here for a few out there where this new cycle is coming through for you, and you're really welcoming that, right? Because you've done a lot of work to get through that, into that cycle. So that's your wants and desires basically on the overall reading, okay, Capricorn. So then the present current energy we're looking at is the 9 of Cups, the Devil in reverse, and the Hangman. So I think some of you out there feel a little bit stuck right now. and kind of stale, like kind of like wanting to move forward, kind of bored. Maybe, you gave up some addictions, or you gave up some things that are holding you back, and you're kind of like missing those things. Or maybe, you've let go of some things that no longer serve you, but there's still some attachment, there's some psychic connection there, and I feel like you're a little bit stuck in that energy, because I don't see you really receiving any emotional offerings coming through. Like the universe is giving you lots of opportunity, and you're just kind of like, I don't know, I think I'm just going to sit this one out, like the Nine of Cups, right? So I feel like presently, Capricorn, there's a lot of you just taking your time. Okay, you feel stuck, but you're just taking your time because you're no longer serving that side to your personality, that you're no longer feeding the addiction to whatever that might have been, whether that's alcohol, food, shopping, gambling, online activities, you name it, right? I mean, it could be anything. Even addictions can be positive for you, right? Like maybe you're a workaholic, making lots of money, but I feel like you're slowly letting go of that. That it's not important to you anymore. Like you're realizing, Capricorn, that there's a lot of things in life happening all around you in which you are now transitioning out of, to realize the most important things is family and love and friendship, and being fulfilled with a roof over your head, the bills are paid, and just being happy and joyful with the people you love, versus working very hard, staying out of arm's length, being secure, making over an abundance of things, but maybe not being around those family and friends so much, and so therefore like you're working too much that you can't really enjoy the pleasantries of what family is, or friendships, or even your relationship, right? So I feel like a lot of you out there going through a really nice cycle change, transitioning. I get a strong energy here in the energy of the universal placement, which is your future push that's coming through, energy wise, universally. Call it Christ consciousness, call it God's interference, whatever you're trying to manifest out to the world, this is what's coming back. So what it's talking about is the Three of Wands in the reverse, the Eight of Swords in the upright, and the King of Swords in the reverse. So I feel like in the next little while, for the month of April, there's not going to be a whole lot of good communication taking place because of maybe some depression, some anxiety. A lot of you are stuck in your head with the air sign here, which is Gemini. Also, Libra, Aquarius energy here. But the sword sign is communication, right? And also talks about mental, like the psychology of it, like intellectual things, things that make you think, things that you're processing, right? So you're kind of in your head about all of this stuff, and it's kind of make you sad and depressed because you have the Three of Wands here in the other position. So when I see the Three of Wands card, I normally suggest that someone's moving forward, and they're not worried about anybody else. They're just taking what they need with them, which is their staff, right? Their wand or staff, whatever you want to call it, and they're holding on to that. As you can see, the two in the background are just standing there, so there's still a connection to two other people, or two other situations, or two other timelines, or two other decisions. However, you've decided to choose the one that you're holding, which is the one instead of the three, right? So you're kind of like letting go of what no longer serves you, like I said in the previous energy of what's your wants and desires, that transitioning, right, in the current position. It also talks about having like your boundaries, maybe travel plans not going as well as you'd like to have, and things of that nature. The King of Swords being there definitely talks about, again, that so the King of the Sword is strong communication, strong intellect, gift of gab, social, just very mental processing, right? And very clear and very precise and very very what's the word I'm looking for? Very clear, right? Very clear-minded. In this position, I feel there's a little bit of uncertainty here with what's taking place. So I think the universe is going to bring this all to fruition. So whatever you're dealing with presently in this energy, I think you're going to see kind of slowly slowly turn out into, you moving forward, leaving these feelings behind, and then transitioning into the upward position of clarity, right? Clarity. So with the moon in the reverse, so there's, that's lifted, that fog is lifted, but you're going to get even more clear. Okay, so let me just refer to my book, and we're going to do the read from the corner to corner, just for some more clarity. So okay, we have the star in, so that was my overall intuition reading. Okay, so now we're going to go to our book, like I always do, and just sort of see if we have some validation here. So the star in the reverse talks about, um, yeah, depression, feelings of feeling ignored, not moving forward in a new direction, right? Like you're wanting to move into this new direction, having a new beginning, have a renewed sense of self, a renewed sense of finance, a renewed sense of life, just a rebirth of everything, right? The star being, one foot on the ground in earth, one foot in the water, one foot in the air, right? It's all the four signs together. So when you see the star pop up, it's a beautiful sign to remind you that like all the energies of the universe are like surrounding you. And the moon in the reverse, talks about, basically here that, so there is clarity coming through. Like I said, like it says, truth being, revealed, um, you know, I would pay attention to, you might be getting some messages in your dreams as well for the moon card being in the reverse. So I feel like your overall wants and desires really, really lie on that. And when I see the two together, it's a really positive sign. So these are all positive changes you're making for yourself, Capricorn. So I'm just going to go ahead and pull the Seven of Coins, because that's the one card we didn't really look at both ways, because it came in the side position. So the Seven of Pentacles upright is evaluate. So yes, again, you're evaluating your life. You're changing that. You're going into a new cycle, and you're evaluating everything, what's important to you, right? Like I said. And it also talks about, hard labor, looking for your rewards, profitable investment, reassessing everything, right? Like you've worked really hard to get to this point. And so I think you're looking for your wants and desires, Capricorn. I think you're looking for that, like, okay, I've done all the work, I've given this up, like, I still feel stuck in my head about everything, and I want to move forward, right? So let's see what this reads in the reverse. Yeah, so again, weak boundaries, plans, stalling out, maybe feeling like you don't want to quit, right? Like you just have to keep going and keep pushing through, kind of an energy, right? So then we have our Nine of Cups, which is talking about feeling very satisfied. Like there's no need for you to accept anything else, right? Like you're very, very satisfied in your life. You're just kind of not really, I'm good. Like I don't need anything else, right? Like that feeling of like, I don't really need what the universe is offering right now, because I'm kind of feeling really content. And that's really nice to see. Again, just reassuring what I had said. So again, happiness, your wishes you're being granted wish. Like the Nine of Cups is a beautiful card in a way, because like it talks about how, you have everything you need, your finances, your family, your friends, your, what makes you happy, your joys, you know who you are. Like it's lovely, right? And so it's a very blessed card. It's one up from actually having the blessings, right? So you're almost there, kind of thing. You're just kind of waiting. And you're able to indulge and feel very comfortable where you are, right? But again, with the Devil sign here, the Devil's card in the reverse talks about letting go of, things that are holding you back. So I feel like part of, like, these two things go hand in hand. Like, you're very comfortable, but you still have to let go of something in order to move forward out of this feeling of stuck hangman. Like, I'm hanging here. Like, I'm not moving forward, and I want to transition, right? So it's about being patient in this particular read. So again, the Devil talking about being constrained, right? Being like hung back. You are recovering from a very abusive lifestyle, or perhaps an abusive person, or perhaps somebody around you that you feel was having a negative impact on you. And I think you're realizing that this allotment of time between you, of this freedom you have, has really kind of shown things maybe differently. Maybe you're starting to rethink your relationship. Maybe you're starting to rethink your friendships. Maybe there's somebody at work that you're dealing with that, you're kind of like, you know what, like, I kind of really don't like her or him or they, they kind of make me feel a kind of certain way. And maybe you just realize, like, hey, like, you know what, that's not serving me, so I'm just going to move on and make other friendships at work. Or maybe it's a relationship, or maybe it's a family member, or maybe, it's not worth it to go through all this. So whatever the case may be, Capricorn, for some of you out there, I really feel like a strong portion of you are really going through a huge transition. And I feel like you're feeling very comfortable because you've let go of all the things that are holding you back in life. Right? But you're still feeling stuck presently, like you're not moving forward, okay? And with the Three of Wands here in the talks about delays, lack of planning, setbacks, and no foresight, right? So the universe is saying, you know what, hey, you know what, like, how are you going to move forward if you don't have a plan? Do you have a plan in motion, or are you just kind of waiting? Are you trying to move to another city? Are you trying to find a new job? Are you into a new relationship? Are you trying to make amends with a family loved one? Are you writing a book? Or do you have a plan? Like, what's the plan? You can't get from A to B without the plan, and it only takes one thing. Like, I've recently learned that, you know what, you don't have to overwhelm yourself with all of the details, but just focus on one thing. And then one thing becomes two things, and two things becomes three things, and then the next thing you know, like, your whole list of thing, all your boxes are being checked off, right? So I feel like that Three of Wands card in that position that's what that's telling you. Like, the universe is going to remind you that if you want to move forward and make this transition, whatever the case may be, whether it's in your relationship or your work life or your home life or your living area, for some of you, I feel like you might be trying to move. It's just going to be a little bit delayed because there's really no plan in place. You're just really testing the waters right now. You're just making things happen for now, which is perfectly fine, right? But when the time comes, the energy is going to pop out and say, you know what? Here's your plan. You need to have a plan. What's your plan? And you're going to be all up in your head about it, and you're all going to be like, oh God, like, I don't know what to do, and like, I'm bound by all of these mental ropes around me, like, how can I get through this? And the King of Swords is saying, like, you know what, you're going to be okay, but you just need to you got to communicate. And I don't see any communication going on here. So let's read the Eight of Swords. Sorry, let's read the Three of Wands in the upright position quickly here. So normally it's optimism, right? So the universe is throwing some optimism your way to get you going, right? Expansion, success, giving you that vision, helping you travel, right? Doing that enterprise thing that you have in the back of your mind, that thing you're wanting to do, whether it's maybe you want to open up your own business, like, who knows, right? COVID has really opened up our eyes to a lot of things: family, life, home life, work. What's important? What's not important? What am I eating? What am I not eating? What am I doing that I hate that I'm doing? All these things, right? What am I doing that I love that I'm doing? Like, flip side. So when I see the Eight of Swords, I usually look and think about anxiety, depression, overwhelmed. I can't get out of my head. I'm bound by my own personal, like, mental hell, right? Like, I can't even, there's so much around me, and yet I'm blindfolded and I'm bound, and all the things are behind me, all my power is behind me and not in front of me or with me, right? So you're not feeding yourself, you're not filling your cup mentally. So let's go ahead and read it. So Eight of Swords talks about restriction. Okay, so imprisonment, limitation, isolation. You feel stuck, again, with the Hangman here, reiterating that. And you're feeling, again, bound, right? You're stuck where you are right now, and you really want to transition. So don't worry, because the universe is like, dude, don't worry. Do that. Don't worry. It's all coming. The King of Swords is going to be here. Okay, and it's not going to feel like it's logical or analytical or intellectual or truthful, but it's going to be something that gives you the feeling of, you know what, is this person right for me? Is this situation right for me? Is this a positive thing that I'm giving up? Is this a positive thing I'm going towards, right? So, because generally the King of Swords, talks about, like, being corrupt or dealing with a con artist or, being manipulated, bribed, that kind of thing. Like, maybe trying to change your way of thinking, maybe sort of like allowing you or your partner or a work person or someone around you is trying to flip the switch on your mental thinking. And I think that in the long term, it does serve you in a positive way and also in a negative way. And right now it's saying like, hey, when this comes to fruition, be wary of someone who's going to try to change your mind. Okay? Be wary of somebody who's going to try to change your mind, because what's going to happen is you're going to get up in your head about this and you're going to be so confused. You'll just be like, I can't deal with this. Like, I just can't deal with this because I have no plans made. I just, this communication is shit right now. I feel very manipulated, and I don't understand, right? So I think that in time, with the King of Wands energy sitting here, let's just go to that. That's Leo energy, Aries and Sagittarius. Okay, and the King of Wands is excellent because it represents you, Capricorn. And this is about being authentic. The overall reading is about your authenticity, who you are, and you're really coming to terms with all that you are and all that you want in life, okay? And what you can give and what you can take. Simple, right? And so it's talking about leadership, entrepreneurship, power, okay? Courage. Maybe you will leave a job in which you are going to have no plans in discovering that, you want to open up your own business, and or maybe go into business with somebody else, right? So there's all kinds of possibilities out there. So don't worry too much, but I do feel that this King of Wands here is excellent because it talks about, you're going to be okay in terms of all, whatever you're giving you anxiety about this transition. And this, I don't know if I'm going to be manipulated. I don't know if this is right for me. Did I manipulate myself? Did I con myself into this idea? Did I do this to myself? That's even another storyline coming through. Like, sometimes we can talk ourselves out of things and really manipulate ourselves. Like, I'm just going to have that extra can of pop today. Because, like, whatever, I had two, so what's one more? It's like, it's diet free, but it's still bad for you. Like, do you know what I mean? Or, not diet free, sugar free, but anyways, it's still bad for you, right? Because of aspartame or whatever hell you're drinking, Splenda in your coffee. I mean, whatever. All right. So, like, that's the thing. So I really think this is a good read for you, Capricorn. I think in truth and integrity is the way. So just follow that instinct of yourself. You always are truthful. You are the most truthful sign of the deck. You are the most truthful, the most honest, the most integrity. You are the most authentic of all of the signs on the horoscope. All of them. You're the most authentic besides Libra. So I really do feel that, and I don't mean in terms of, oh, you're somewhat authentic and you're not, but in terms of like really knowing who you are as a person of all the signs. I feel like, you are probably the closest person with the power. You have that power to say, you know what, yeah, I am this kind of a way, and I'm good with that. Like, you don't like it, you can go play with traffic. If you don't like me, don't believe it. Like, don't hang out with me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you like me, you don't. Like, I like that, right? It's great. It's good energy. It means, like, you know who you are. It's a good feeling. You're moving forward and you're making choices for you that are positive and are they self-serving in a way that is in a positive way? Is it made with light and not ego-based negative vibration? Are the decisions made with, is it fear-based decision making, or is it positive decision making? In other words, like, how does it serve you in a positive way? Yes, you've outweighed everything, and yes, this is good for you. It's going to bring me joy. It's going to bring me happiness. It's going to bring me solitude. It's going to bring me, peace of mind. It's going to bring me family reunions and fun, and you know what I mean. So whatever the case may be, whatever you're struggling with, Capricorn, it's going to be a good outcome. It's just going to take a little time. That's all. So don't worry. I know you feel stuck right now. You've given up a lot to be where you are. And, and maybe some of you also relationship-wise have given up something, So I just feel like just hang in there a little bit longer. Okay, the universe is going to come along and help you find that plan. Make sure that you don't get in your head so that you don't get caught up with your mental thinking and get caught up in that, bound in that negative fear-based thinking. And don't become the King of Swords, in which, you're tricking yourself, you're telling yourself something to, just wait another week, or I'll just next month, or to procrastinate, or con yourself out of a good thing, right? So I hope that's helped you in a kind of a good way. I know that I feel like it was a good read for you. Yeah. There's definitely something going to be revealed to you in a dream. I really think you should pay attention to that. And I know you're feeling like you're being ignored right now, so don't fall into a depression over this, because this too shall pass. Okay? So that is your reading for the general horoscope. Now, let's play with some cards. Let's pull something extra for you since you're having such a challenging time. Let's see. I wish I could go live so you guys could tell me what you like, whether it's romance cards or universal cards, or if it's spirit animals or spirit guides. You know what? Let's do some dream cards, since maybe you're going to be paying attention to your dreams for a little bit and see what pops up. So, okay, we'll go ahead. Do that and that. My ring doesn't go flying. All right, so here we go. Please, blessed with white light, show us some transitional energy here. Okay, show us some clarity, please, universe, for Capricorn in terms of what is guiding him right now, or her, or whatever gender they identify as. And just, sort of, oh, goodness. Okay, there it is. We have a lot going on. Wow. All right. I hope that that's not too many cards, but if they are, we'll work with it. Hang on a second. Okay, so that was the strangest thing ever. I thought a whole whack of cards fell out, but there was only 2. So strange. Okay, so Capricorn, we have, hang on. Okay, so we have, let's see. So squirrel is your spirit animal, and snow leopard. Look at that. Rare. Look at that. Nesting. You're building something for the future. Okay, so let's see here. The squirrel, always prepared. Oh, I can't make this up. I swear. Listen. The universe speaks. Okay, it is speaking. All right, let's listen. Be prepared. You are the expert of hard work and hard play. Your cheerful and fun disposition is a blessing every time to everyone. Okay. Don't let life's distractions take you off course. Don't manipulate yourself into being a procrastination. Okay. Into procrastination. It says make a plan for the future, and life will give you all you need. So there you go, okay? I can't make this up, guys. Like, literally, 2 different decks. Like, this is, I'm telling you. And see the 2 little birds there? Oh, I see 2 lovebirds. I feel like this is a relationship as well. Some of you are going through maybe a separation, or maybe finding, your way back to each other, or maybe you're both are working through this together to try to get to some place, okay? So that's wonderful. And then we have the snow leopard, which talks about self-reliance. So there you go. So you are strongly independent, like I said. Okay, you're authentic and often solitary. So integrity is very important for your best outcome. So as long as you follow your integrity in these decisions that you're about to make, you cannot go wrong. You can't. Okay, and that is one of your strongest suits of I feel like traits, is that, if you have integrity and you're, like, again, authenticity, okay, if that's built with integrity and trust and good morals, you can't go wrong. You just can't. Okay, so it says, cloak yourself with invisibility and walk with the shamans. Use your intuition and let your life unfold in silent perfection. Okay? Look, he's just chilling. Look. Wait, just chilling. Hey. Just doing my thing, taking my time. It'll all come to me. Right? And this squirrel is going out there and getting nuts and burying them for the future and making plans for that winter brisk, shortage of food, and looking at those birds saying, hey, you know what? Like, you're in my space. I need to get my plan in motion. Like, what's blocking me? These 2 birds are blocking me. So what is this? Is this my relationship that's blocking me? Is it a work thing blocking me? There's something here. There's a union of something, some partnership, whether that's in work or life, with yourself or with an addiction, whatever the hell that you is blocking you. I feel like this is what it's telling you, is don't stand in your own way, and don't let anybody else stand in your way. Okay. So always be prepared. So there you go. And you know what? Again, I can't make this up. This is so great. I'm so excited that this reading came through for you guys, Capricorn, because I really think you guys needed to hear this. I think you needed a boost of confidence because, you know, not everybody is always so sure about what's going on. And I am pleased to bring that to you. So with that being said, thank you for joining me today, and I really hope that you enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks for checking my channel out. If you're new, please like and share and subscribe. Hit me up in a message or whatever if you're new and you want to know a little bit more about my channel. I am dying to get on here and just do a whole bio, but I just can't seem to find the time. So I'm going to try to make some time and do that, and maybe do like a short little introductory video as well, guys, so that, you know, whoever's coming in new can just, you know, kind of get a vibe of what my channel's about. So I'm going to see you guys next time when you wake up in my timeline. Thanks for now. Bye.